Are you feeling frustrated because your downtime from work is spent recovering from work and not enjoying life? Are you wishing for a time when you have that work-life balance everybody's talking about? Are you feeling frustrated, disappointed, even angry about where your life is heading? Here's a question to ponder. Am I going to get to where I want to go if I stay on this present course that I'm on? You see, we often stay on a path because it's familiar to us. We have an expectation that it's safe, that it's comfortable. Our minds love automaticity and knowing what's coming next. So staying in that comfort zone, we ultimately snuff out that fulfilled life. Choosing a course correction, right? Like choosing to take an exit towards your dreams or turning your goals into reality is scary. I was in a mastermind call just the other day, and what we were talking about was a friend of mine in that call. He likes thinking in pictures, and he said life is like the highway. We're on the highway, we're just cruising along, everybody's happy, we're just doing our thing, no harm, no foul. But that exit ramp, do I really want to get off this comfortable 65 miles an hour heading down the highway? Do I really want to get off that highway and go explore the side roads? I don't know where I'm going down there. I don't know what that looks like. I have a vision in my mind of what it could look like. I have a vision in my mind of what it looks like, but I don't know if that vision is what it actually does look like down there. So a lot of times when I'm facing change, it's so much easier just to stay on the highway. So how do we get off that highway? How do we gain the confidence to get off the highway, to take that exit, to go after our dreams? A couple of things that I've done that I want to share with you. The first, change my environment. I changed my environment from where I was to where I wanted to go. I decided that I wanted something more out of life. I didn't want to just go to work, punch the W-2 clock, and that was it. I wanted to help more people. I wanted to add more value to the community. I started with a preschool, then I went into real estate, and now I'm here speaking with you about mindset. And I go out and I do presentations on mindset. I write books on mindset. And I spread the word of mindset because mindset's the first domino. It knocks all the other dominoes down. So how do we change our environment? What did I do in the very beginning when I was still in that W-2, when I wasn't sure of whether I should take that exit or not, because I didn't know what it looked like down there on the side roads? I joined Facebook groups, both paid and free. In the very beginning, I'm a big advocate of going with free until you know what you want, until you know what groups are really going to help you. I believe in paying mentees. I believe in paying masterminds and joining masterminds and making that investment. I don't think it's actually paying. I think it really is an investment. But I wouldn't do it right out of the gate. I'd wait until I was determined and clear on where I wanted to go, so that I knew that this was the exit being the mastermind, let's say, the exit being the mentorship. I knew that this was the exit that was going to lead me towards my dreams, help me accelerate that. YouTube videos, what you're doing right here. Events, again, both free events and paid events. Most high-level individuals will hold an event at a location, right? Like a convention center or something. Grant Cardone does it. Jake and Gino does it. Rod Cleve does it. There's hundreds of events around. Make the investment of going to a couple of these events and seeing what resonates with you. Getting around those like-minded individuals. Books and conversations. Read. Leaders are readers. It's just a fact that you read to expand your thought process, to expand your knowledge base. So reading books. These are all ways that I changed my environment. Books, you can go straight to the library. Nowadays, most libraries have downloadable books, audio books. You can do what I do a lot of times, and a lot of people in my group, in my proximity, we go for walks. and listen to audiobooks. So we're hitting that health part of our health garden, our health standards, and readers and leaders, we're expanding our knowledge base, kind of like double dipping, killing two birds with one stone. The more you immerse yourself in these environments, the quicker your acceleration happens. I started off just reading articles and a couple of books, and then I went to videos, and then I joined a couple of groups and a couple of masterclasses. I didn't put any money out until I was sure that multifamily real estate was going to be my exit ramp. And then when I was sure of that, then I paid for the mentorship. I paid to be part of a group. I paid for that proximity, but not until I had clarity that that's what resonated with me. Number 2, I took action. This was a really hard lesson I learned. In the very beginning, I was fearful. I didn't know if I wanted to get off that highway, right? I didn't know if this was going to be the exit ramp for me. I didn't know what was going on down there on the side roads. And I had a mentor, somebody that I was reaching out to, somebody locally I was reaching out to, I was in conversations with. He took me to a couple of locations, he showed me a couple of things, and finally he said, I don't think you really want it. Because if you really wanted it, you would have already taken action. And I ended up losing that mentor. But that taught me a very valuable lesson. Yes, it's important to do analysis, but don't get caught in analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis is just gonna, it's like quicksand. It's just gonna suck you in and you're never gonna get out of it because you're always gonna feel like there's one more thing to learn. There's one more mistake I can potentially avoid. Lean in for a second. I want you to hear this. You're going to make mistakes. Some of those mistakes are going to be minor. Some of them may be major. You're going to make mistakes. Surround yourself with people that can support you when you do make those mistakes and offer you advice on how to best remedy that. That's when you're in that proximity group, that mastermind. When my mentor walked away from me and I lost him, it planted the seed for execution. And I've been executing ever since. That execution looks like I now own doors. I now have a very strong team at my preschool. I was wishy-washy on my leadership skills within the preschool. And now I have an extremely strong team there. And that team's so strong because I looked internally and adjusted what I was doing, what I was learning, my knowledge base, how I was communicating. Number 3, there's many paths that lead to the same destination. Let's go back to the highway for a second. Pick any highway you want, your local highway. You're on that highway and you're going out there and the exit to the mall is exit number 123, let's say. You can get off exit 124 and still get to the mall, can't you? You can get off exit 122 and still get to the mall, can't you? It's just a matter of what path you take, but there's plenty of paths that will lead to the same destination. And in addition to this is, again, from that mastermind, the guy that taught me the highway and the exit, came from one of my mastermind sessions. He also taught me this. In doing that conversation, sometimes you need to take the exit before. And your journey needs to explore the surrounding areas. In real estate, my exit was multifamily, but I had to get off before that exit, and I had to explore the vastness of real estate. Mobile home parks, single private dwellings, fix and flip, co-living, small multifamily, duplexes and triplexes, commercial, land deals, tax liens. Like there's a whole array of ways. So yes, you have to explore that, but know that this is something really cool. We think that success is going from point A to point B, and it's a straight line. But it's not. I want to paint this picture for you. I want you to imagine a word search. You got that in your mind? So you're looking at a page, and it has a whole bunch of scrambled letters in columns and rows. I want you to pick the letter A, and now draw a line to the letter B, the first letter B you see. And now a line to letter C, and now D and E and F and G and H and I and J. That line's going to be going all over the paper. That's really what success looks like. Hardly is it ever I start at A, I go to Z immediately. Bink. Nope. There's roadblocks, there's challenges, there's funds that you're going to have to go out and get. There's going to be, in real estate, septic fields are going to go. ACs are going to go. You're going to need a roof, foundations, tenants are going to trash your unit. Anything can happen. The point is that we think it's a straight line and it's all over the place. And the second that line starts going all over the place, it doesn't meet our expectations, and we give up. And we end up following 3 feet from gold. Because a lot of times when we hit that frustration, we just have to get past that frustration. We have to do one more rep, and then the world opens up. 2 final thoughts. One from what a friend said to me as we were discussing his transformation. He said, how much of my potential was I unknowingly leaving on the table if I hadn't made the jump from where I have been to where I'm going? I would have never been able to build those experiences and give him back to my mom. Mom always wanted to go to a football game. And he was able to just, all right, we're just going to go to that football game because he made that transformation. That transformation was very difficult. Quite a few times he said, I was thinking about throwing in the towel and just going back to how life was because it was so much easier. But he had the fortitude to push through. And after he pushed through, these were the experiences that he was able to provide to his mother and his family because he had that time freedom that we always talk about. Number 2 comes from Darren Hardy, his definition of hell. He says, and I'm paraphrasing here, he says, hell's arriving at the gates of heaven and then be showed a video of the life I could have had. So when we go into those pearly gates, let's go in battered and bloody and dirty and sweaty because we spent our life in the arena giving it our all. Guys, around here we live in the numerator, not down in the denominator. Go out there today and be unstoppable and absolutely crush your day. I love spending time with you guys. Thank you for spending the time with me. I appreciate you guys being here. Have a very blessed day.